Hello, everyone, and welcome to this conversation. If you were expecting us on the LinkedIn Live, our apologies. We had a technical glitch and we didn't make it today, but we did make this video for you to be able to get the content, the information, and still reach out to us after for any questions. And so my name is Kawtar El Alawi. I'm the founder and CEO of Conscious Togetherness and the author of Unfolding Peace, 9 Leadership Principles to Create Cultures of Well-Being, Belonging, and Peace. I am joined today by the wonderful Pushpa. Thank you. The wonderful Pushpa Camille Kazak, who's the director of the Transmission School, and Chiara Pantarelli, who's the program director of the amazing Transmission School. And so today I'm going to share with you a little bit about the Transmission School. I'm going to invite Pushpa to share the vision that she has for this absolutely place. And we'll also ask Chiara to share with us about the specific program.
Thank you, Kawtar. So nice to be here with
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome to you both.
So, yeah, just a few words. So how did it all happen is that a bunch of friends got together, like many beautiful projects start. And among these friends, we had quite a few teachers or masters who've been working a lot with consciousness and with, with the people, with themselves for many years. And together we really looked at what was going on in the world, how education was looking, what and how was taught. And we really said, you know, it's time to give. And with this in mind, we really started working as a group and on ourselves very deeply on how to create really a new way of natural living based on soul relationships, based on self-healing and evolution. And so we really envisioned this new natural ecological model that integrates all levels of consciousness and that helps you really return to a harmonious relationship between people and Mother Earth. So we also did this thinking of our children and the children of the children and the children of the children of the children, you know, just looking at really the future generation and doing something now for them and for for planet Earth and the future generations. So what the Transmission School is an international in-depth residential program located in Tuscany. And we chose this place in Tuscany because it's such a beautiful country, because there's a lot of nature. It's very magical. It has very gentle energy, maybe thanks even to all its past, or maybe for the pure presence of Etruscans here in Tuscany, but it's a gentle region compared even to other regions, even in Italy. I mean, it's very special, very magical. So here we really want to follow a visionary education that is life-changing experience, which shows anyone here a new way to live, as I said before, and it's really designed to bring the innate talent of each individual and activate their pilot of life. And so how do we do this? We do it in the summer. We have a little summer program, which is a week long, so people can really come, and even people who've been here in the past in the school, they come together again, they meet up, and this is where they can get a taste of the actual school program, because there'll be various teachers, and this year happens from the 15th of July to the 22nd. And it's more of it's experimenting, it's feeling it, it's coming together. It's also a bit of a holiday. Whilst the real program, the real school, is an autumn program. Last year it was 14 weeks. This year it will be 11 weeks. and there's teachers and masters coming from all over the world. It starts, as I said, in the 2nd of September. It finishes on the 18th of November. And every week we choose to go really with, I even have the program with me to remember, but what we do is we start with the physical, we go into the emotional, we then work with the mental, and then the spiritual, and then the astral. So every week we dwell in one of these states, and we do this through the incredible teachers and teachings. The first week will be with wonderful Croatian chef, a raw food master. He does Chinese medicine. He's been a consultant around the world for food and for eating healthy and like a healthy coach. And then we go to the second week where we have Asha, who comes, another master from Poland, who brings the 5 rhythms. So we move in the emotion through dancing and movement and in nature. And then we go into mental, where we have family constellations. And then we have an incredible week where we will delve into yoga. And we have an Ayurvedic master with whom you're going to talk about cooking, living Ayurvedic medicine, and touching body, and all sorts of things. And then we have the Astral Week with 2 beautiful teachers called Bruno and Carol, who work with transpersonal. It's another mythology. I mean, all this goes on. And of course, we have you, Kawtar, at the end to wrap things together as a coach that you are, and much more. And in all of this, going through these teachings, the young people from 18 to 180, because we're all always students until the day we pass to another dimension, we really learn about being together also. Even this is the incredible, being with different people, different ages, learning from each other, learning to live together, and it really develops the strength, the inner strength of each of us, and the knowledge of the other. So this, and to see how you grow, the other grows, what grows around you. Because, for example, we will be working on the land as well, and see the transformation of things, that sometimes that we will be picking maybe olives, and to see how this becomes gold. The olive oil is gold. I mean, you really understand the value, and to see this and how we change. And also, every time we do a program, we get so much that we decide, well, mainly the students decide a project together to be done while this school happens, that they want to give back to the world. So for example, last year there was a very young, wonderful choreographer, 19-year-old, and she really, very great leader in that. She got everybody to do an incredible dance video it became a video, and it's now everyone can see it. And so every year one can choose to do a different project where we give back to Mother Earth, to others, and what we were given. So this is a bit in a nutshell, the school and the program and what's happening here.
Wow, thank you, Pushpa. That was so, so rich. And it seems to be, it's really a program about an education in being, an education in what it means to live as a human, walking on the earth every day, and living holistically with access to all dimensions of ourselves.
And coming back together to do it, because today, on one hand, it's great that you can do, you can be in Australia and do a course that's happening in England, but on the other hand, because we're so much online, we're missing this physicality of being together, being with real minds, doing the experience in our body. And so, yeah, instead of being in a screen, we're actually doing it and being it.
Yes, absolutely. And that was a magical thing, I have to say, when I was there last year. There's a very specific type of magic to being together. And just the simple action of sitting together around the table with so much intentionality for food and just everything that you do with so much intention behind it. Yeah. Kiara, I know for you, coming to the transmission school was a journey. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course, of course. I actually thank you for giving me this opportunity because I recently realized how brave I was to kind of break through from a how-to-pilot career in some sort of way because you're so eager to get the approval from the society that sometimes you don't even realizing what you're doing. And for me, the transmission school arrived at the end of a beautiful sabbatical year where after I quit a job that was fantastic for what I kind of, built up with my knowledge and with my commitment, but it didn't satisfy me anymore because I really needed the feeling of being and really sharing with others. And in some way, I think also after the pandemic, I was stuck in that kind of bubble of me and the computer, and I was missing a lot this sense of a community. In the transmission school, I found exactly that, a community of people of different ages, very young, but also very old in aspects, but very young in the spirit, that they nurture me in so many different levels. And as Pushpa was describing, the program is really capable to touch every single aspects of the experience in order to actually, light up this awareness, this consciousness that is dormant because it's always there, but in some way we need to kind of, make the practice. And the transmission school gives also the capability to give you the routine in kind of the opportunity to light up these practices again within you, in order then you are more a little bit more focused and aligned and real and truth with what you want to create at the end of your of the days. And so I feel extremely lucky of being part of this project, to be honest.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. That was really rich, and I think a lot of people will recognize themselves in that feeling disconnected and wanting to find something that feels more wholesome, more real. And so I'm going to be at the transmission school in November, the last week, November of 11th to 18th. And like Pushpa said, what I'll be doing is a bit of an integration of everything that those who are at the school will have learned throughout all the weeks. And in a way, it's going to be about bringing together the physical and the non-physical, consolidating how do we work from flow. And one of the things that I heard you talk about, Kiara, is that sense of the flow. How do you find your flow? And I think the transmission school is a beautiful place to experiment finding flow, and then exploring how do you move back into, say, the external world, keeping that flow and being able to create. The title of the program this year and the journey is about freeing up that freedom to create. And so we're going to be exploring how do I tap into that freedom and stay connected to it long after the program is gone. And that's also what I heard you say, Pushpa, when you talk about giving back. It's we found that freedom within. We now know what we want to create. We know how we create as a human being in a way that's really aligned with our own energy. And then we take that back out to the world and give back something with that.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's going to be a beautiful adventure. So if you would like to explore more, there are some critical dates that you'll want to remember. Kiara, can you tell us a little bit about the dates? I know Pushpa mentioned July 11th, I think, but if you can tell us what are the critical dates to remember, and then we'll add the link also at the bottom of this video after.
Thank you so much. I think that an important event and opportunity to know us better is going to be in July, in the open week when we open the doors of our beautiful house home, and you are gonna experience 1 week of a little taste of all the teachings that in some way you can be exposed if you decide to enroll yourself from the 2nd of September till the 18th of November. We encourage all the participants to enroll for all the program if they have the capacity in time and space, because this is actually, a program that unfolds week by week. And yeah, it culminates with the capability to integrate all this knowledge within you, Qatar, but also outside, once the school ends. So yes, you are more than welcome to get in contact with us by email, or by any possible channel that the social media can provide. And yes, we are available, and we are so passionate about what we are co-creating that we are also happy to have one-to-one conversation, with the potential students.
That's beautiful. Thank you. And I look forward to meeting everyone that's going to be there the week that I'm there. And I really, really miss being around that table, that beautiful table, communal sense of eating together, cooking together. And there's going to be making chocolate together this time in that week. So I look forward to that. Pushpa, any last words from you?
Well, if you're willing to learn and serve Mother Earth, this is the school for you. If you're free, you want to free to think, outside the belief systems, or be aware that there's something more than this reality, or if you want to be connected, your own energy, and long to hear really Earth's heartbeat, beating with yours, or inquire in what's really real and what's really false, or and you're open to learning what it means to live with others, then all of these things, and much more. This is definitely a place for you, and this is definitely the program for you.
Thank you so much, Pushpa. Well, the very last thing I will leave you with is you might be thinking that this program is for you only if you feel like you're in a place where you need a big change in your life or in your career. And one thing we found is that when our soul is drawn to these adventures, it doesn't necessarily mean that we need to change paths. Sometimes it's just about expanding our current path and bring in more light, bring in more awareness, bring in more presence into it. And so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either one of the three of us. And we'll look forward to seeing you at the transmission school soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.